let's go over the potential moves for this coming week. I feel like I've talked enough about the previous or the trades that I took this past week. You know, it was GJ buys and it was UJ buys, right? So, boom, start fresh. The weekly has the most clarity. The monthly, not too much, y'all. We know she's bullish. All right, continue. Weekly time frame, we just made support. This should be an easy week. There's no problems. This should be an easy week. The price just created support right here. The next best thing for price to do is to retest this level, this previous high. Yeah. So this is my bias. I'm expecting it price to end up here, but you know, price be pulling back and stuff. So maybe price to come back a little bit before ending up back here. 4 hour. The 4 hour right now is where we have most of the clarity. Like if you were gonna put some fibs on or something, but right now, first I would want to wait for. Here we go. There you go. It's right here. So yeah, this is the time frame that I would have my fibs on right now because on the 4 hour, you see the clarity is what I'm trying to say. This is the time frame where right now you see the clarity that you need to see. Clear as day. Clear as day, right? So I know my direction right now. I'm not worried about what's the higher time frame I'm going to do because it's bullish. It just made support. We're also on a bullish trend. We're leaving this EMA right here, you know, so there's a lot of confluence to continue bullish. So yeah, maybe just like a little something like that. I don't know. We're gonna see around New York session though what this first move is gonna be, and I would prefer to have it at least pull back to a 38.2 at minimum, right? But what really matters is, you know, where's price when New York session opens? You know, because if it's up here, well, I'm not playing with that. If it's down here, I'm definitely gonna want to get involved. For UJ, really and truly at the same thing. I have the same bias, right? Not waiting for a 4 hour transition anymore because we have that, right? So previous weekly just created a bullish candle. That's a support to me. That is maintaining this previous higher low that we just created on the weekly, right? So I have a very strong buy bias. That price will come back to retest this level at minimum. And the clarity is in the daily right now. I would want to be careful with this. Like, I would want to be careful with it in a way like, yes, it's completely bullish, but there could be, you know, some breaks that happen on the support before continuing bearish. But I don't know. I don't, you know. But overall, yes, my bias is bullish. The most important things is I'm gonna wait until 8 o'clock. Like this, someone's asking me, I want to see how you get into your entries. New York session, right? After 8 a.m. Where is price? If it's at a higher high, I'm not doing anything with it. If it's at like, let's say I'm here. Where was the last fit? Point A, point B, had this 38.2 level, boom, then we broke. Now we are, I guess here. Would you consider that? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Trying to see something. That doesn't hit it, but this does. I like this, makes more sense. That is a yes. So you'll be here. Okay, so let's say, yeah. So right now the 4 hour higher lows are being maintained. So this was the last higher low that was created right here. I'm anticipating price to continue to make higher lows, right? So we could see a bearish move. If not now, maybe later. I don't know. But yeah, I'll just be looking for a pullback. Probably at minimum 38.2%. If it's not there, then I'm not taking it. Now for gold, yeah, every gold signal that I called out last week definitely hit stop loss. But it's being interesting because it's like it's so high right now that you wouldn't want to buy. It just looks dangerous. And then on the weekly time frame, we just made a bullish bearish candle that equals resistance. So I'm not going to want to continue to buy right now. And if I go on to the daily, it doesn't have that much clarity, but the 4-hour has a lot of clarity, and it shows you, you know, we have lower highs being created right now. And this was a place right here. The price created support and then broke it with all of these candles right here. All right, so my next target profit is going to be right here with this negative 27% at 21.42. And if that happens, more than likely the daily candle or the daily support that's right here is going to end up being violated. Let's just speak in terms of the future because none of that has even happened yet. If that's the case, then we're going to go to the weekly and then look at levels where price could potentially turn around from, right? But until then, as long as, you know, this bearish flow is what's going on, we're going to continue to look for sells. And I would stop looking for sells when you come into either of these levels, because I mean, at this point, if you come here, I'm not looking for sells anymore. I'm just going to wait for a break of resistance so we can continue going back into the flow with the higher time frame. Now the daily on the dollar, starting with the weekly, you know, same with UJ, it was doing exactly what I expected. Right here, well, actually, the clarity is on the monthly for this one. On the monthly time frame, we never broke our higher lows. That's right. So we had higher lows, higher lows. There's no higher lows right here, right? So this technically right here is the last higher low. You can bring that all the way across and realize we never broke. And if you think you did, this right here, this resistance, boom, we had these two bullish candles that just reaffirmed the bulls, right? So yeah, what we just did on this time frame is solidify that higher low, right? And we already have this little lower high, this last lower high that was created on the weekly, totally destroyed by all these bulls, right? So bullish, 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 bullish is full. And that's my buy-ins for the week. What do we got going on? That's a whole lot of news. Happy trading, y'all.